No? It wasn't working. I forgot to enable the audio. I'm getting used to this. Do you remember this game? Alright. I think, judging by... The girl is the balanced character. Look at, she's got all twos. Beta! That's right. Ah. Be gone! Take that! A woman is not... It's a game! I kill you! You got shanked. Oh no! Now I'm gonna kill you. You bastard! I kill you! You guys remember this game? I don't want it to be boring like I'm just playing this game and you're like, oh, I just get to watch you play this freaking old game. But it's pretty fun to come on here. See, I went on the internet and I got the image of the Streets of Rage thing. It's kind of cool. You can customize this. It's a free program called OBS. And so I bought this green screen on Amazon that I could, it's like portable, right? It's called Elgato green screen, and it's in this big box, like long box, and it opens up and you pull it out and it just basically, it's like a portable, very useful green screen that you just pull out and you don't have to like clip it on anything or do anything. You just open it and it pops up. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to hang out with people and figure out how to, you know, share my talents with music and stuff like that. And so I'm playing games right now, but I'm trying to just figure out the software because I don't want to like sit and make music and figure it out that way. I need to be creative and have fun. So this is my fun way of creating. I thought it was Street Fighter. No, this is old school, bruh. This is old before Street Fighter. Actually, it's probably the same time. I don't know what I'm talking about. Same time. Because Street Fighter probably was on arcade before anything. I don't know. I don't know. But go ahead and check out this win. I thought I was going to get through this level without getting hit. Oh, you bastard! Oh, no! Shank you! Oh, stop! Shank you! I know, Street Fighter is actually my favorite game ever. I love Street Fighter. I think because I make music, like certain games are like, it's about timing. And yeah. Like especially like Street Fighter, those kind of games. That's right! Can we just take the time to notice that there's some sweet chord changes in this song that's playing right now? Okay, just take notice and realize that those are some sweet chords. What I realized about these old games is like they didn't have the technology to sonically impress you with cool sound effects and stuff. They just had 8-bit sound. So it was all the same. And so the only thing they can do is create melodies and awesome rhythms and music. That's why Mario was amazing. And all those old school games, the music, the compositions were crazy because you couldn't have a pretty sound. It was just this 8-bit sound. And so all you could do is make awesome melodies and chord progressions. So peep that! The piano right there. Hey, a piano. What do you know? Bitch! 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 These games are so easy though. So what's up with you guys? Anything cool happened today? Oh, it's a boss! Oh, you bastard. Stop it! Okay. Alright, I need that turkey. Jeez. Just got back from Camino de Santiago yesterday. Nice. Where the hell is that? Eating a spicy chicken, watching Trevor Wesley on. That's what's up. Dude, I'm Alpha King. I'm starving. Starving right now. Beta! Beta video games! Shank you! I shanketh thee! I don't even like these tools. What do you say? I beat both 1 and 2. Got to pick up health along the way. Yeah, for sure. But the key is, I realized in my lifetime that if you pick up health when you don't need it, you waste it. So it's like save it. So if you get hit in a certain scene or whatever, then you pick it up and then you know, I'm sure you knew that. By the way, it just came to midnight here in Brazil. Oh, wow. Brazil is, I want to go to Brazil one day. The food is amazing and the women are gorgeous. Not all, but most. Same old New York City traffic, bro. Nothing new. My housemate just DL'd. Oh, downloaded a PS2 emulator on his PC, so that's what's up. Oh, word. Is that even good, though? Can you really, like, get good gameplay on an emulator for, like, some high capacity system like PlayStation 2? I remember when I was younger, I got, like, a Nintendo 64 emulator, and that would not work because it was just, like, too advanced for my computer. But, hey, it might be possible now. It starts in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, France, and it finishes in Spain, Santiago de Compostela. Nice. I earned this sandwich. Worked for 10 hours, and this is my first time eating in 12 hours. Bro, I didn't earn anything today because I'm just basically figuring this out. But I'm starving. But the only thing that sucks about where I live is I don't have a kitchen. So I always have to order food, or I have to... But you know what's cool? Look at this, because my phone's connected and we're live streaming. The current resolution, which is not optimal. Uh-oh, is the resolution weird? Just gave me a weird error about resolution. But look, I could go on my phone, right? You guys are watching. And I could go to Eats. I could go on Uber Eats. And you guys can help me figure out what to eat. That's kind of cool. Sorry for the delay. Oh, that's because I'm on airplane mode. I put on airplane mode because that game I was playing, it's a free game and you have ads. I didn't want to have ads popping up while I was playing. Brazilian food is awesome. I love Brazilian food. I might try that emulator. I don't know if it's 2K or the PS4, but it keeps crashing. Want to go back to the classics. I know. I think the best emulators are the old school ones. Like I remember I used to have a stop mirroring. I used to have a does that just shut me off? Did that cancel my stream? No. I don't think so. What was I saying? Forgot what I was talking about. How about pasta? Why isn't this working? Why is this not loading? Stupid. How about pasta? I ate pasta yesterday, actually. It's crazy because I've been living here for like a year, and I don't have a kitchen, so I eat out or I order food all the time, and I'm getting real sick and tired of the same stuff. Why does this seem like it's not showing anymore? I think that it stalled my computer or the phone thing. It's not showing anymore. Let me see if I can unplug it and plug it back in. If that works. This is weird, man. I'm trying to figure this crap out. Taco Thursday. I know, I love tacos. Yeah, I don't really eat fast food much. I mean, sometimes when other things are closed and like I'm starving and I can't order anything. But for the most part, I ordered like semi-quality. I'm not gonna get like Taco Bell, you know. Order from like a restaurant. Uber Eats, man. But now my phone disconnected. It's super annoying. That's the only thing that I've had problems with this software and the stream is having my phone consistently connect, and the audio doesn't come through this program like directly. It's like you're hearing the audio come through the speakers and then back into the microphone, which I've seen people be able to do it so that you can get the direct audio, so the game actually sounds like what I'm hearing and not just like a recording of it. I just wish I had like a friend that knew this stuff that would be like, come over here and just help me out, show me the way. But this is the first day I've actually tried to do this stuff, and I got pretty far, so it's not that bad. But I want it now, Daddy. I want it now. I want an everlasting gobstopper. Lesbians. I love what you do with Jesse and the Bond organization. Thanks. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I started making those songs because I found Jesse myself, and he just really helped me out. Like, of course, he talks about the black community a lot, but I resonated with everything that he talked about with the black community as myself, because it's universal principles about mothers and being a man and forgiveness, and mothers imposing their emotions onto men, like all that stuff. Like, it has nothing to do with race, really, but I do understand. It gave me such perspective and like clarity to understand, like, oh wow, like if 78% of kids are born out of wedlock, that means that they're just raised by single mothers. And it's like, it just makes so much sense. And that's what helped me in my life, because I'm like, I had both my parents in the house, they were married, but I could separate the dysfunction in that my dad wasn't leading. My dad worked, he came home after he worked all day, he just wanted to keep the peace. So he was very like beta in the sense of, all right, anything you say. Because it's like, like I get it. He worked all day. He doesn't want to come home. But he didn't have like, it's like if you don't have forgiveness and if you don't understand, then you're just going to do what's easy in the moment, because it's really not hard to be the head of your, I'm not married, so I can't say. But I've been in relationships, and I can't compare the difference between how I was and how I am now, and my perspective and my mind. Because I literally, since I forgave, I have not gotten angry, annoyed, anything. Like, I don't judge myself, but I've been growing in it. It's like, I don't think it happened overnight in a flash, like Jesse says, where you snap your fingers and then boom, it's like, oh, it didn't do that. But looking back on this year, it's like, it feels like that, because it's like, wow, the year passed by really fast, but I know along the way, it's like, it's a slow wake up, So maybe I can change the way this looks now, because my phone's not working. But it's cool? I can edit this as I'm on here. I could add, how this works is I create scenes and I can add different components. So I can add, say, display capture, right? And I think what that's going to do, I'll put computer screen. So now it pops this up, right? And I can resize this. So I'm supposed to technically get this all prepared before I stream, and then I can like click and guide it or whatever. So I can have this, right? And this is just basically what I'm seeing on my computer. It's a fractal. But if I wanted to, like in the future, I can, because what, finding Jesse and everything, how Jesse always talks about things are revealed to you and stuff like that, and you don't plan anything. Like, me just watching Jesse's show and this, how he streams and everything, it inspired me. Like, it was revealed, watching, I'm like, dang, like, that's cool how he can live stream and show different scenes, talk about something and then show a browser, or an article or a picture, or play a video. It's like, it's not just a regular stream. And so when I did the research, I found this free software. This is for a Mac. I have an iMac, and it's called OBS, and it's free. And it was kind of overwhelming when I first downloaded it, because I was like, dude, this is insane. Like, what the heck is this crap? And then I started looking on YouTube at tutorials and stuff, and then that made me understand more. But the thing about it is it's very customizable, and it's easy to forget to do things. Like when I started this stream, I forgot that I have to set up an input. So each thing that you do, you start with a black screen, right? And then each thing that you do, you add you have to do it manually. So start with the black screen, and then I'm like, all right, I want to add my camera up here. So then I add that source, and then it picks that, and then I can add, I want to add an image, and I see I got the Streets of Rage thing. I can add that, and then I added this thing. So now I have the computer, and then I had for my phone, I had it on my phone where I plugged it in, but the phone is just giving me weird issues, and yeah, I think like Jesse, for instance, he has actual like awesome cameras there, and they're going through some converter that goes into the computer that allows it to be a source for these kind of programs. I grew up without a father. Figure Jesse fits that hole. I don't know why that sounded funny. I grew up without a father. Figure Jesse fits that hole. I don't know why it fits that hole and without a father sounds funny. I'm not laughing at you, don't worry. But obviously if you're a Jesse fan, you're not sensitive, or you're learning to overcome sensitivity, where you're not offended. Life is better that way. Is that Apple or Windows? It is Apple. Yeah, OBS is real good. The editing on the show definitely got a lot better. So video editing and streaming is better on a Mac. Well, absolutely. At least I've always believed like Mac is known for making multimedia computers, like I know a lot of people do games and stuff now on PCs and stuff. I don't know. I'm out of touch with that stuff, but I would still say Mac is the shit. That's why it's like thousands of dollars more than a PC. Someone tell you how to be man. Jesse does it correctly. I know, right? That's the thing. I think that when you when you have that longing for your father, like I had my father and I love my dad. I don't resent him. I realized, Jesse opened my eyes to realizing that I identified with my mother because she emotionally spoiled me. She would, it's like, and it's a subconscious thing. Like my mom would be the type where she'd, rub your back. She'd be real sweet. She'd talk real nice. And then, as a kid, you get attached to that and you're like, oh. And then when you disagree or, you do something that's wrong against what she says or something, like say you identify with your dad on something, she takes that away. It's like, oh, you'll pay now. Oh, and so I realized that that's how I grew up. So it like trained me to be a certain way. I forgave my dad today. That's awesome. Congrats. As Jesse would say, did you go to him? Did you go to him, or did you just forgive him in your heart? You got to go to them. Women impose their anger. They're not fit to lead. I agree. And it's interesting. You know how people talk about the spectrum? Oh, there's a spectrum with genders and stuff. Like, there's some truth to that in the sense that if you are, led astray from what your natural nature is, where being a man, it's like, there is a spectrum. There is male and there is female. There is emotional. There is logical. So inside of that, it's like, I think that if you're a weak man and you find a logical woman, like it's not right, but it seems like it's right, and it makes sense because you're fitting this balance thing. You're still playing the balance game of you still have logical. There's still a role, it's just all messed up and it's flipped around where the man's weak and emotional and he looks to her and then it becomes his mom. But everything Jesse says is like, it's totally right on. And what's crazy? He has men's meetings on Thursdays once a month, right? And it's like basically like a room full of 20 guys or 20 plus to less or more or less guys in there. And when I first went, I went there feeling like I was a special person, like my life was a rare case, like I had this special story. And then I go to this men's meeting and every guy literally has the same exact issue. And then it's like, it's mind-blowing to see that and be like, dang, like, it's just crazy. Like if I heard no sex till marriage, nah, I can't. I lost my virginity later on, like I was like 20 or 21 or something like that. But I played catch up, and then like once I started having sex, it became a thing. Like especially as a performer, I'd do shows, and then I'm like I would get girls, and I could get girls, and now it's hard to overcome that because I've trained myself. It's like an outlet of some sort of satisfaction of temporary. It's like you're hungry, you know. You're like, oh, I'm hungry, and it's it's like telling me, oh, you should, you know, do this. But what I realize is that when I don't tell myself that I'm not going to do this anymore, or I can't do that, or I judge myself, it doesn't help. It doesn't work. It makes me fail. So I notice that when I'm able to just acknowledge it, just I see it, and that alone helps me change, you know, like, because I know of myself I can do nothing, of myself I know nothing, and it really helps to not judge yourself and just be an observer in the world when it comes to yourself or other people or situations. You know, you just kind of relax in it, like he says, and observe and just watch it. And so since I've been doing that, like, I noticed that the things that I know that aren't right, that I would do or am doing still, it's falling away more and more, because I'm not setting these expectations for myself that I have to not do that, or I'm judging myself, or setting a goal like, oh, I'm gonna go this long without this, you know. And then, is it not working? Did it stall? It's not receiving enough video. I am getting this weird error. This is why I wanted to test this out, because I want to try and see what's... Because it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. Alright, what do I do about that? Give me some help. It's back. Back to life. Man, there's so many like streaming websites. It's so crazy. I feel so like behind. Like when I was in high school, I was on top of everything with computers. Like I knew more about everything than anybody. But for some reason, I like fell off, and I like just didn't keep up with it. And now I'm like the old person that's like, oh, what does this mean? No, I'm still pretty tech savvy. Monitoring device. Now I just want to use built-in output. Oh, this is audio. Okay, no, I do want that. Oh, I can't change it while I'm actually streaming, but apparently I picked the wrong thing. Let me see if I watch a YouTube video or something, right? If you guys can watch it with me. Because I just thought of something, right? I'll go on YouTube. Because this is like kind of fun. Like I can go on here and if you guys can see stuff. Hey, look, it's me. I'm live now with 10 people watching. Wow. It's amazing. So watch. I said apparently kid. Have you seen this kid? It's pretty funny.
1 second. What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before, but apparently sometimes I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me a remote after we watch the Powerball.
What's the Powerball? Tell me about the ride. What did you think about the ride?
Well, it was great.
Why?
Because apparently you're spinning around, and apparently every time you get dizzy,
Yeah.
that's all you do is get dizzy.
Fun?
Yeah. And I've never ever been on live television. I've never ever been on live
Are you
television.
excited?
Yeah, and apparently I already went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death. I just freak out.
Okay. What? I need his name. Hold on. Yep.
Hilarious.
I'm just gonna ask him. What's his name?
Beta
No,
test.
What's his last name?
It is a beta test.
How do you spell his last name?
Ritter, R-I-T-T-E-R.
Okay, where are you guys from?
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre. All right, buddy. Good stuff.
Kids are awesome, man. Like I never wanted kids. I always like felt like, I think it was the bait in me. I always felt like I couldn't handle it. That I'm, and it's true. I still feel that way. Like a lot about my life. I'm like, dang, I'm really good at music, but I suck at life. Like as far as like taxes and being organized and being like doing what I'm supposed to do. It's like that's the only thing that stresses me out is like finances and stuff like that, But like kids, like I don't know where I was going, but I was gonna say I used to think that I couldn't handle it, but now that I realize like the stuff Jesse talks about revelation, about being present, and every thought is a lie, and all those things that like it makes you start to realize that you're able to take on anything that's in front of you right now. It's like the only thing that's hard is thinking about it. It's harder to think about things than it is to actually do them, I hate adulting, but I don't want to hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just saying. I don't hate it. I'm not a fan. But it's contradicting though, because it's like there's something awesome about being a kid, like the way this whole world is designed is a social construct, right? Of the idea of having what is life about? Oh, life means that you need to get a job, make money, and that's what you do. You go to work every day so that you can have a life, right? It's like, but is that like ideal, It's all we know is that. But is that like, but I know that working is necessary, you don't just live to enjoy life. Part of life is working. But that's why I'm a fan of like work, like technology technology makes everything so much easier for us that it takes the work out of life. Where like cooking, right? Cooking is working. You're cooking your food, and I don't have a kitchen now, like I said. I wish I did, but I love to cook. And cooking food, like there's something about food tastes better when you cook it and you put love in it and you make it and you work for it, and then you taste it. You enjoy it. And I think life, like I want to live life like that, where my work is not working for anyone else. It's not doing a job I hate. It's like, I don't know, for whatever, since I was a kid, like the idea of work, I always didn't like work, but I love work. I love working on what I'm good at and what I enjoy, and I know it's a mindset, it's an attitude. I don't know why I can't get out what I want to say properly. Every thought is a lie was a big awakening for me and a revelation for sure. That's one of the most profound things I've heard and learned from Jesse. Yeah. And applying it and realizing that like that's true, and separating ourselves, like figuring out who you're not leads you to who you are. And when you figure out you're not your thoughts and you're like, oh dang, it definitely like takes something off, a weight off of you, because you don't have the guilt. You're not like, oh, why am I thinking this? Why did I think of that? I'm wrong because I thought of that or whatever, like it's all sorts of things. Kid got a career in broadcasting, don't even know it. Which kid? The innocent? Oh yeah, that kid, the apparently kid? Apparently! Exactly. Yeah, the innocence of that kid before the corruption. Hey, you know what is crazy? I had someone show me this TV show. It's called The Undateables, and at first it was kind of funny to me because it's like autistic people. It's in the UK, right? It's autistic people that are like that are not all there. I don't know how to say it, but like different types of people with different conditions and stuff, and they can't like be in situations to date anybody, and the chances are they have to be like taken care of or something. But anyways, they go on all these dates, and I noticed these autistic people, or whatever the thread of consistency with all of them is that they're like kids, in that they have no judgment in them. They're not like they say what's on their no, they're not incels. They actually have like a brain problem or some sort of birth defect the way they were born. But who's to say that they're not like, like people that are judgmental are always comparing. They're like, oh, thank God I'm not retarded, or thank God I don't want to have a kid that has, problem. It's like, how do you know that their experience in life isn't just bliss, and that maybe heaven is you're reincarnated as somebody that has missing chromosomes, and then you get to experience life on a whole new level. I don't know, but watching that show, it was cool because it's funny. I think anything is funny that's different, you know? I'm not laughing because I think I'm judging them and I'm like, oh, look at that. Like, it's not like that. It's just because it's different than you. You know, like, I think that's the thing about people is like, we're interested in things that are different than us. And it could come across as like offensive or whatever, but they're not like offended, you know? They're like kids, basically. They're like grown kids that are on dates, but they wear their heart on their sleeves. They don't hold back. They say what they want to say. And I'm like, dang, like it's inspiring watching them because I'm like, that's the goal. I'm like, that's happiness right there. That's peace, is not holding back. They don't have anger, you know? So watch the show. It's called The Undateables. What's up, Dave? Laughing with them, not at them. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. It just made me laugh. Like, when I first started watching it. And, of course, I watched it with my friend. So, when you're with your friend, you're like, ha, ha, ha. Like, you know, it's funnier. But it's not like a bullying. It's not like I'm laughing at them because... or anything. I don't know. It's not like I'm not watching it and being like, oh, I'm thankful that I'm making me thankful of my life because I'm measuring and comparing their situation with me. No, I was inspired watching them because I'm like, wow, they have something that I want, which is just the freedom. And I feel like I'm a lot closer there than I was in the past. But the freedom to just do whatever you want, say what you want, because you don't have any doubt. And I think the anger and fear creates doubt within yourself. Because I know for me, I used to not want to offend people. Because when people would criticize me, I'd take it to heart, right? I would be like, maybe I am like that. And I would start judging myself. Or I'd be like, yeah, I am an asshole. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. And now, like, I don't do that anymore. I just say what I say. I don't say what I don't say. I do what I do. I don't do what I don't do, you know? Like, I just live my life and I don't have any regrets. And I know that because I don't have anger and I'm not emotionally driven like that I don't have to second guess or question my intentions. But I used to. And it always made me feel insane because I'm like, is it me? Is it me? But now that I don't have that anger, even the little subconscious anger, you know, I don't have to question myself anymore. If someone criticizes me, I know whether they're saying the truth or they're saying a lie. I just know. It's weird. I'm starving, guys. And I was trying to order food on here. But I got distracted. Lala's. Lala's Argentinian Grill. See, I try to avoid these like high fees because Uber Eats now, they tricked you. They're like, oh, we lowered the delivery fee, and then they added a service fee. So it looks like it. It's like, hell out of here. But I need something with a decent delivery fee. This is how I eat every day, guys. I have to order it. It's ruining me. Ruining my whole plan of being able to save money. Feed the body and the mind. Feed my mouth hole. Playing on an actual Sega Genesis or an emulator? No, I was playing on my phone. I got the app. It's a Streets of Rage app. What you know about that? But I do have one of those little Sega Genesis emulators. I wonder if I can plug it into my computer. I become a gamer, the still singing gamer. No, but in my mind, I can imagine like, yeah, I make music. I do a lot of things, you know, and I just want to incorporate people on what I'm doing in my life. Like, I'm not like trying to paint this picture because I had a manager for a long time, and like being in the energy and industry and stuff, it's like it trains you. It's like, oh, you have a brand, you have to protect your brand. You're supposed to be this guy. You're supposed to, you know, come across like this or that. And it's like, I really don't even care. It's like, I just want to be me in all the aspects of me that exists. If I'm playing a game, like, cool. If I'm making music, cool. If I'm eating, like, I don't know. Whatever I'm doing in my life, it's like I want to share that experience with people that are interested. That's it. It's not like, oh, I'm an artist and I have to only sing and I have to look like I'm the coolest guy or like whatever. Like, I had people in my ears telling me that for so long, it just made me feel like insane. To where I'm like, I don't even care. God, Dad? But I haven't, like, I literally, it's 7:30 at night. I haven't eaten anything today. I haven't eaten anything. Can you tell that I need to gain some weight? I'm starving. All right, where the heck is this food at? Lala's sounded the best, though, because I don't usually see Lala's on here. Lala's is like Argentinian food. It's pretty bomb. It's not your typical Argentinian food. Okay. Trevor's living. I'm living my best life. Keyboard's over there. If you could get cooler and put some ice and deli meats. That makes me think of Heavyweights with Ben Stiller, and he's like, "Oh look, a deli meat." But what's cool about this streaming software is now I can go on YouTube and be like, "Oh look, a deli meat." Oops. Look, I've already been here.
I eat success for breakfast with skim milk. Pounds you're gonna fly, and that is out of here, mister. And we are gonna do it together. You think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I just believe in you. And I believe in you. All in order now. I don't enjoy this part of the job, but it's vital to the success of the Perkins system that we remove all temptation from your lives. Man's packet. Drop that, son.
Who would like to own up to this treasure trove?
Here it is.
Whose wonderful candies are these? Oh, look. A deli meat.
That's what I was looking for. Oh, look! A deli meat. Dave, you never seen that movie? That's a classic, bro. It's called Heavyweights. It's the same character. If you ever seen Dodgeball, that's who Ben Stiller was in that movie. Same exact guy. I'm freaking starving. Does it make me a bad guy that I want coffee too? I haven't had coffee today. I'm such a night owl. I see the same food on here every day. Damn it. Full Metal Jacket parody scene. Is this making fun of Full Metal Jacket? Is it? Cool, I gotta see it. I saw Dodgeball and that was classic. I know. I love that movie. This movie is awesome because it's like a kid's movie, but it has like actual funny stuff in it. Like, it's not like nowadays, like, they just cuss or they say something outrageous and it's like, haha, that's funny, but it's not smart or like physical humor, you know? Like, Ben Stiller was like funny in this. It was funny. It was like a wholesome, funny movie, you know? Which is rare. All this pre-programming and everything. Oh, look! A deli meat. I keep looking on here like some new restaurant's gonna pop up. Panini Kebab Grill. Oh, this place. I love this place. 0 delivery fee. That's what I'm doing. This is exactly what I'm having. Panini Kebab Grill. It used to be Panini Cafe, and they changed it. But panini, this place is winning. Okay? The charbroiled chicken shish kebab? What? Get that with the Caesar salad. And I'll get it with the pilaf. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to ask for some lemons on the side. Because this is what I get when I go there. Dang, I've never seen this on here. I'm excited. It has 0 delivery fee. Winning. Lemons on the side. What else? Extra dressing on the side. And I need that hot sauce. I'm going to call Hillary Clinton and get some hot sauce from her if they don't give it to me. I hate that when they don't give you what you ask for on a delivery. Damn it. I ordered something once before and they gave me this drink with the lid and everything with no straw. Harry and the Hendersons. I remember Harry and the Hendersons. Or remember that one show, I'm the baby, gotta love me. What was that called? Dinosaurs? Or The Lost, Land of the Lost? I'm so excited that this is on here. All right, John. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with this little stream test over here. Hopefully I'll do more stuff like this, though. You know, I'll come on here. Not hopefully, but I will. I want to get better at it and figure out creative ways to stream and just, you know, hang out. So my subtotal is $13.99, and then I got a service fee of $2.10 and a delivery fee of $1.99. Total is $17.52, which is not bad. Like if you want to like really think about it, if I drove there, it's like I would be spending pretty much the same because I would be tipping and all that stuff. I'll tip a couple bucks. Still $20. But to have that food delivered to me, and it's not even fast food, and it's like food here at the house for $20, and it's a full-on awesome meal, not bad. It'll be here in half an hour. I kind of want to end this stream and then try doing it again because I think I screwed up the resolution and I want to try to figure it out. I might hop back on here in a little bit, but yeah, much love, guys. Thank you for coming on here with me. Help me build it more. Yeah, fix it and do more Genesis. I will. Let's play some freaking games. Yeah.